Clinton. It's not really heavy, but that's what we're dealing with, at least for right now. A little bit of cloudiness to the south and east, but to the north, we're seeing mostly clear skies. Just a matter of time before that little bit of snow moves out of here and eventually getting ready for a very cold night. It's already cold. I mean, -3 wind chill, it's going to drop even further because of the actual temperature gauge. Let me show it to you. Look at this. We're dropping to 10 for the overnight low. That means probably about -5 to -10 at times for the wind chill factor, because the wind speed's around 10 to 15. Marshall, you'll drop down to 9, Brookfield at 7, Lawrence at 10, and Maryville at 8 degrees. Tomorrow, though, sunshine, it'll look good, right? High pressure to the west and southwest of here. With a clockwise rotation, you get what we call this west flow. Now, that's a little better flow than the northwest flow. Why? Because the northwest flow that we're getting now, much colder air. As this slowly starts to sink southward, we start getting into a return flow that's going to help it somewhat warm up, but not a lot. This is Arctic air. It's quite difficult to modify. For our Sunday, though, daytime highs, it'll be a dividing line right through the heart of Clinton. So Clinton, you'll probably hit a high around 29 to 30, but those of you northward, like north of the river especially, low to mid-20s at best, 30s farther south when you talk about Butler and then down to St. Clair County. And that's just the cold air just going to be right over it. So 26 and 34, looking good and dry. It'll be dry through early to mid next week. That is a chance of snow coming late Thursday, a better chance on Friday into early Saturday, and a probability of precipitation. Good old pop chart. Right now we're going with 20% late Thursday, 50% chance of a little bit of snow on Friday, back down to 30% on Saturday. That's the timing of it. How much we're going to get, we just don't know yet.
You said a little bit. That doesn't.
We'll give. This gives us time to keep an eye on it, though.
Okay.
All right.
We'll do.
Thank you, Pete.
Moving on, authorities want to find 2 missing teens, and they may be right here in our area.
Here's Kelly Bailiff with tonight's Child Search.
2 teenagers missing from Kansas may have left their hometowns to blend into the larger community of Kansas City. Even though we do think they did run away, we still need your help so their families can bring them home. Crystal Cessna is 15 years old. She is 5 foot 6 inches tall, weighs 160 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. When she left, she had braces on her teeth, and rumor has it she could be with an adult male. 17-year-old Kenya Branch is also missing. She is 5 foot 4 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. There have not been any leads in her case for a long time. So if you see either of these girls, please call the National Center at 1-800-THE-LOST. That's 1-800-843-5678. Teenagers often think life will be better on their own until they see how hard it can be. Many of them have a hard time making the call back to their families asking to come back home. So you help us find them and we'll make the call. I'm Kelly Bailiff. Help us bring another child home.
All right, when we come back, lots of Big 12 action today. We're talking KU, MU, K-State, and Karen has them all.
And he's considered the greatest of the game of baseball. Tonight, local kids got the chance to get a hitting lesson from him. That's coming up next in sports.
Weather brought to you by Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard.
I'm no stranger to back pain, but when I travel, it hits hard. Some souvenir, huh? But now I've discovered these Thermacare heat wraps. They're like heating pads without the cord. Now I get 8 hours of soothing heat and 16 hours of pain relief. 16 hours. I could use these every day. So, no more trips like this. Instead, I have trips like this. Thermacare. Have heat, we'll travel.
It's late and we're closing down here at Jeremy Franklin Suzuki in Kansas City. But starting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., the big 85-hour sale continues.
Smart buy one of 50 new Suzuki Renos for just $89.40 or $0 down and only $188 a month. 4-door Renos with America's #1 warranty with $0 down and $188 a month. Hurry! These deals end January 31st.
At Jeremy Franklin Suzuki in Kansas City, you'll always be another satisfied customer.
What's your reason for calling Empire today for your new carpet? Shop at home convenience? We'll bring brand name samples to your home so you can choose the color and texture that's just right for you. Immediate installation? Empire will install your new carpet next day. On a budget? Save with Warehouse Direct prices plus no payments till April 2008. Shop at home next day installation and no payments till April 2008. All great reasons to call Empire today. Call now.
800-588-2300. 1-800-300 EMPIRE.
Today. Looking for the safe, non-surgical way to remove unwanted hair, leg veins, or tattoos? Would you like to restore your skin's youthful appearance by removing blemishes and wrinkles? Supervised by board-certified plastic surgeon Gary Hall, the professionals at Rajeneer Medical Spas use advanced FDA-approved procedures for the results you want with no downtime. Rejuvenate your appearance and confidence. Call Rajeneer Medical Spa for a free consultation and save 25% on our hair removal packages.
Sports brought to you by Singular. Singular is now the new AT&T.
And now, KNBC Sports with Karen Kornacki.
Before the first game tipped off today, there were 4 teams tied for first place in the Big 12. Now there are 3, but Kansas kept their spot with a win over Colorado today. Check it out, first few minutes of the game. It's Julian Wright. He has the steal, the bounce pass to Brandon Rush for the two-handed jam, and Kansas up 4-3. The Hawks went on a run, and Mario Chalmers cans this three-pointer. KU led 18-10. Now KU led by 15 points when Sasha Khan makes it look so easy with the jam. In the second half, KU trying to keep their distance. Rush with a three-point shot, 58-46 KU. The Buffaloes turned the ball over 30 times, and Kansas scored 34 points off of them. Sharon Collins right there, and you can notch another win for Kansas. The final 97-74. The Hawks have now beaten the Buffaloes 35 out of the last 36 times, but Coach Self still found room for improvement today.
I think everybody just came ready to play today, and I think that's why we got out to a good start. So.
You look at the stat sheet, and we made shots, and they had a lot of turnovers, and we had a lot of steals, but we had several unforced errors. But, you know, same thing, you know, we don't rebound the ball, you know, and our big guys didn't, you know, they're not rebounding the ball. So to me, it's hard to give us too great of a performance because I didn't think our big guys played.
Meanwhile, at Missouri, it was Bobby Knight and the Red Raiders in Columbia. Marshall Brown, well, he just lit up the scoreboard. Back-to-back three-pointers. That started the game, 6-0 Tigers. The Tigers dominated. Off the steal, it's Matt Lawrence canning a three-point shot, 37-24 Missouri. In the second half, Tech did not score the first 9 minutes. All the while, the Tigers just kept adding to their lead. Leo Lyons with the jumper, Missouri up 49-35. Stephon Hanna was the top scorer final minutes. He cans the three, 63-46 Tigers. Then in the final minutes, Missouri going for the jugular. Lions with this jam, and the Tigers went on to win the game. Here's the final 71-58, and Coach Anderson believes his team is now coming into their own.
And I think we're playing with a purpose now. We're playing to win. And you can see we're a lot more patient offensively, and we're trusting one another.
This league is a tough one. You now go on the road to Kansas State. You played them here. Your thoughts about that bowl game?
Well, again, they took the fight to us here in Missouri Arena, and so it's going to be a tough basketball team. They play physical, and we've got to match their physicalness and toughness.
Well, speaking of K-State, the Cats hosted Nebraska, and Lance Harris, who put out kind of a welcome mat there. The Cats up by 3. But the Huskers then led by 4 when Cartier Martin shot a long 2. The Cats were closing in by a bucket. Now they got the lead back and then some. Back-to-back three-pointers by Clint Stewart, and K-State on top, 24-15. In the second half, Blake Young cans a long-distance shot. That sparked an 11-4 run, 32-28 Cats. The Wildcats kept firing from behind the arc, 7 in all. Jermaine Maybank brought the house down right there as K-State led by 8. The final score, K-State beating Nebraska 61-45. The Cats have now won 4 in a row.
Well, you know, like I said at halftime, you don't guard any to play offense any better than we played offense today. You got to guard. I thought we kind of got it going a little bit, made some shots, kind of loosened it up a little bit. They know a month from now, nobody will know it was this ugly. They'll just know we won.
Well, for the first time since the plane crash back in 2001, the Oklahoma State basketball team played on the anniversary of that event. The Cowboys hosting Iowa State. They did come to life in the second half, led by Super Mario. That's Mario Bogan, as OSU won 62-50. Before the game, they did have a moment of silence for the 10 who died in that crash 6 years ago tonight. Well, hey, another baseball season is right around the corner, and one of the best players, if not the best, lives right here in town during the offseason. Tonight in North Kansas City, St. Louis Slugger Albert Pujols put on a hitting clinic for young players. The Fort Osage grad knows what he's talking about. He is the first player since Ted Williams to have at least 100 runs batted in his first 6 big league seasons. So I bet they were all ears listening to that man
What a
tonight.
thrill.
Can you imagine?
What a good deal for them, yeah.
Thank you, Karen. Another look at your morning forecast next.
But first, here are tonight's winning lottery numbers.
Hello, I'm Joel Nichols, inviting KMBC viewers to join me on a fabulous tour to Ireland, August 27th to September 5th. We'll travel throughout the beautiful Emerald Isle with visits to Killarney, Blarney Castle, and Dublin. Now, for your free KMBC Ireland brochure, call Holiday Vacations toll-free. That's 1-800-826-2266. 1-800-826-2266. Call soon and experience enchanting Ireland with me.
Hello, I'm Larry Moore, and I've been involved as a volunteer with the Dream Factory in Kansas City since the chapter was founded in 1984. I'm pleased to announce a new Dream Factory